Hey Twop Nation, look what I just got. Yeah, it's a box. And you know what's in boxes? Stuff that is really neat. So, right after this break intro thing, we're going to unbox what I have here, which is a item from K-E-H. I don't know how to pronounce it perfectly, but and it's a lens. So, let's get right into the unboxing. Okay, here's the box. I'm going to first tell you what I expect to find in here. I ordered a lens. It's called the Vivitar 70 to 210 millimeter f2.8 to f4, which is pretty good. And I bought it, of course, off of K, and they have a grading system that is respected as the industry standard. Sorry. And if I remember correctly, this lens was graded as Excellent Plus, which is exceptionally nice, but may have slight wear on finish, visible only under close inspection. Glass is very clean. So that's what I'm suspecting this will be. I'm hoping it will be. And so let's open it up. Okay, here we are. Bubble wrap. Yay. Love this stuff. If I dig in there, I will find this. Here it is, folks. Now how are we going to open this up? After I get this unwrapped, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the history of this lens and a few facts about it, and then I'm going to show you some samples. Man, this is tight. Okay guys, trust K because they have really good wrapping. Okay, here's the lens. Man, this is cool. That's all a photographer can really say, so. Okay, wait. Look here. It says cleaned, tested, inspected, and graded from K Camera. That's nice. Okay. This looks a lot nicer than what I thought it would be. This is so clean. This is amazingly clean. Look at that. It has an aperture ring right here. Wait. Okay, this is the zoom. It's 210. It's down 135, 100, 70. And this right here, I guess, the focus, maybe. I am not very... I do not know how to do this. Okay, so that's the lens. Now let me tell you, this is made by Vivitar, and Vivitar Series 1, you can see there in big letters on the zoom ring. And so Vivitar made a series that was supposed to be very high quality. They tons of photographers were in love with those lenses, and if they were lucky they could get one, but they usually were really expensive. These were like an old type of lens. They don't even have contacts on them. But this is an old type of lens, so, and back then these were amazing lenses. And so of this is a 70 to 210. So in this lens there were a lot of versions of this lens. The first 5 were the only ones that were any good, and the third one is really what you would find if you looked for them. It usually costs $200. This is the 4th version, so it's a lot less. But there were 5 versions that were good, and the first 3 were the best, and this is the 4th. So that's why it was so inexpensive. And I guess that's all I need to show you. This is f2.8. That's pretty nice. So that's it. Here, I'm gonna put a cap on this. It said it wouldn't come with any caps, so I brought one. I'm gonna go show you some samples, and I guess I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys. To start the sample photos off, I'm going to compare the Vivitar lens to my Nikkor 60mm f2.8 lens. So the image you're seeing right now is the 60mm, and you can tell it looks really nice. There's plenty of contrast and it's very sharp. And then when we move over to the Vivitar lens, you can definitely see that there's not as much contrast. It's not a very contrasty lens, and the sharpness is not up to par with the 60mm, but it still does perform very well. This photo was taken in the macro mode at f2.8 or f4, whatever it was, the lowest aperture, and you can obviously see it has a certain look to it, a kind of glow look. It's obviously not super sharp, but it can be used for creative purposes. If we stop it down, this photo of the same dandelion looks much clearer and is very sharp. This is a photo of my dog. You can tell that this looks very, very nice. And the backgrounds are blurry, even though that this is farther away. This is why I love this lens so much. It has such a narrow depth of field at f2.8 and f4 at 200mm. It's really nice for portraiture, video, and subjects like my dog. A video that you'll see in just a second is a bokeh test, and I think the bokeh on this lens is spectacular. I believe it has 9 blades in its aperture, so this lens performs very well if you're looking for that nice creamy background or foreground. Here's a photo of a bird, and even though I wasn't super far away, it did get some very, very good reach, especially compared to my 60mm, which is what I usually use. So this seems much easier for me. So the bottom line is that even though this lens isn't the sharpest or the best contrast lens, it still does great, especially for $75. I recommend this lens for portraiture, as I already said, and video, especially for birding, and even some butterfly or macro work. What I don't recommend this for is for still life, where you need lots of contrast and sharpness. Some flower photography, where you do need the contrast and sharpness, this lens probably won't help you very much. Well, I hope you liked this video and benefited from it. Thanks so much for watching.